Hello, good morning. What's going on? What's up, Paul? Who else we got out here? Bucket Hat Jag, yep. I decided I'm into bucket hats now. What's up, Donnie? Marco? What's up, Wayne? I broke another fucking tap. Donald. Can't believe it. They're so fragile, it's insane. Yeah, man, doing good. So you still break them even though you're a professional. That's good to know. It just happens sometimes, huh? I need to get like an actual holder for it. I've just been using vice grips. It's just probably not the best thing to do. What's up, Mimo? Thanks, man. What's up, Brian? What kind of machine? I thought about putting it in a drill press and then just like manually turning the chuck, but then you'd have to be like pulling down on like the lever thing to get the up and lateral motion, and then also be turning the chuck. It seems like it'd be kind of difficult. Tapmatic. Let's see. Tapmatic. Yeah, we're just chilling, Wayne. Just hanging out. A bench tapper. Let's see here. The best way to tap on any machine. Okay, how does it work? Here we go. Okay, that's not very informative. What's this one? Looks like it's an attachment for CNC machines or lathes. Oh, so you put it in your bench press? Nice. What's a bench tapper? Okay. Okay, I think I understand that. Just keeps everything like, you know, perfectly 90 degrees. Talking about tapping holes. I keep breaking taps when I'm trying to tap the holes for the pocket clip on these sway back chops that I've been doing. Reverses. Bench tapper. Tie connector has one. Let's see. 165 bucks. Here, let's watch this.
Hey everybody, here's a quick video on how to use the bench tapper. Basically, you can just let it sit on your bench. You can put it in a vise. You can clamp it down permanently. Your choice. Put your tap in, take out the tapping head, back off the set screws, slide in your tap, tighten the set screws down snug. They don't have to be tight, just snug. Just make sure they're below flush, otherwise they won't clear through the bushing. Drop it back in, center your part underneath the tapping head, add a little bit of cutting oil, and tap by turning it clockwise, back it off when it gets tight to clear it, turn it clockwise, back it off.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I might invest in one of those. 165 bucks, that's not bad. I have like 4 of these chops that I need to do, so that would probably be very helpful. I'll probably spend 165 on just taps if I keep doing what I'm doing. What's a mini milling machine? That sounds cool. Bead blaster, compressor. Right on. What's up, Ryan? Thanks for the reminder. Hit the like button on the stream, please. You know, I was gonna say I could probably make my own bench tapper, but I'm not sure I would be able to get it like to the specs that they have this one at. Like, it might be better just to buy it. I'm a welder, not a machinist. Murphy Custom Rat Tax. Not sure what that is. You could look it up. Rat tax? Nothing comes up when I Google it. Tapping cast iron blocks? Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Yeah, I'm not really into the Murphy Customs. They're just so expensive and not really my thing. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. What's up, brand new? You get that motovlogging set up yet? Speaking of motorcycles, I just bought a RAM mount for a phone mount for my my bike, and I bought it and it works great. But now I'm reading all these things about people saying that the vibration from the bike is destroying the cameras on their phones. So now I'm like, oh, do I even really want to use it? Like a lot of people saying that having their phone mounted onto their motorcycle ruined their phones. Haven't heard of it. Let's look it up. Kubi Silo. Huh, yeah, it's interesting looking. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, kind of like the look of it. At least it's a little more unique looking. Yeah, that's what happens. It something about like the stabilization in the camera gets fucked up and it makes everything blurry. Oh, that sucks, man. I wonder if he had crash bars installed. It's supposed to prevent that from happening. But yeah, anyways, I'm not sure that I'm going to keep using that phone mount. I don't really need it. The only thing I like it for is for like directions. If I need Google Maps to get somewhere, it's kind of hard to, you kind of have to like memorize where you're going before you get on your bike, or else you're pulling over to look at your phone. Pull it out of your jacket. But I don't need that too often, so. Cool. Yeah, I recently got that set up too. It's pretty cool, pretty nice. What do you mean? What's a gimbal? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I know. The reason I don't want a quad lock is because you have to use their phone case. And I don't want to do that because I need to have, number one, I need to have a dust cover on my charging port, because if I don't, it just fills up with like metal shavings and dust, and it ruins the charging port. So I need to have that cover for my job. And I'm not sure if the MagSafe charging works with the quad lock cases, and they're really expensive. Thanks, man. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna do a video on this today, and it'll be out Monday, I think. But I have all the versions of the nip slip right here. And I also have one of my slips that I made. I'm gonna send it back. But Austin just sent me one so I could show it on the video, and I wouldn't have to make another one. But I'll tell you guys this now. If you buy one of my slips from the traditional pocket knives, I made 50 of these, right? On one of them, I drew a little symbol on the sticker that comes with it. All right. Not going to tell you what the symbol is so that nobody can cheat. But if you happen to get that one, let me know. Send me a picture of it, and you get a little prize. A little bit of a prize if you happen to come, almost like a golden ticket kind of thing. thought that'd be fun. But yeah, so Thursday the nip slips drop, the knives and the leather slips will be up too. The nip slip, guys, is fucking fantastic. The walk and talk on this thing is so strong and stiff and snappy. It is amazing. Just listen to this. Oh, it's so good. I love it, man. I really like it. And usually I'm not a fan of like modern slip joints. You know what I mean? Usually. This one though, it's just good. Like the walk and talk is so good. I just like that it's really slim, but still has good ergos. Like the scales are still contoured even though it's slim. The choke up spot is amazing. Like it's really roomy. I can even get a full fist on this thing. It's just great, man. The walk and talk is similar to the hedgehog, but I think it's actually even stronger than the hedgehog. Yeah, it's definitely stronger than the hedgehog. Where's my hog? There it is. Yeah, definitely. The hedgehog is fantastic, but this is just a little stronger. If you do it one-handed, make sure you're back behind this point right here. Make sure you're back here. If you're up in that choil, you're gonna get cut. But yeah, I really recommend this. It's gonna be $200. I think is a really good price. S90V, you know, the inlay is done so well. And if you get the purple one, pick up one of the purple Doody slips. I'm not going to put a knife. Where did I put that? Where did I put the slip? What the fuck? Where's it? I'm not going to put a knife in it because I don't want to stretch it out, you know? And because I'm sending it back and someone's going to buy it. But it's a really good fit. And, you know, the other guy that was making slips, gosh, what's his, it's like Northwoods Leatherworks, I think? Yeah, Northwoods Leatherworks. Where the fuck did it go? His slips is really beautiful, but there's a little bit of the knife still exposed. The style that he makes his slips, which some people like because you can grab it easily. I personally don't because you can't have other things in your pocket with that. It'll get scratched up on that little exposed area. So my slip completely covers the knife, and it's still easy to get out. So. They're going to be on Traditional Pocket Knives website. Same place that you get the nip slip knife. You'll be able to throw a slip in your cart as well. I think so too. Yes. But the orange looks really good too. I mean they all look really good. Even the blacked out one is pretty sick too. If you like the hedgehog, you will like the nip slip. Yes. Absolutely. Where I'm kind of really wondering where that slip went. I just had it in my hands. Did anyone see what I did with it? It's so weird. Had to somehow get back in this. Oh yeah, it's right here. Let's put it back in there. Yeah, thanks, Marco. So yeah, it's double-sided, so you get a purple and black. And I meant for the purple to be the front. And for some reason, when people are showing this, they seem to think that the back is the black one is the front. That's not the case. I meant for the purple to be the front because the stitches end in the back here. You can kind of see where the stitch ends. The front, it's completely clean. You don't see that. And then on the back, it says handmade in the USA. So yeah, they're really nice. Very smooth. It fits like a freaking glove, man. Really fits well in here. So there you go. It was so cool seeing them go up on the website, you know, like seeing something that I made be up there with like the professional photographs, and I don't know. It just felt cool to see it up there. Look at that. Look at that thing. DOODYTPK leather. This quality leather slip is handmade in the USA by our good friend Kevin Doody. Doody's Daggers on YouTube. This slip is specifically designed to fit the Devo Knives exclusive nip slip, featuring a deep purple front and a dark black back. This slip will protect your nip slip and look great doing it. $40, which is actually cheaper than if you bought it right from me. I usually charge $45. Thanks, man. Yeah, it did feel pretty cool. What's up, Mizme? Thank you. The geezer. Yeah, I did try the geezer. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I don't know if I loved the design, but the action and everything was good. They did a good job on it for sure. Strap sales are still up. I'm working on I think it's the 4th batch right now. They've already all been spoken for. So once those are out, I will see if anyone wants batch 5. I'm just going to keep making them until no one wants them anymore. I think I've already made like 50 of them, which is pretty crazy. It's way more than I thought I would make. But people still keep wanting them, so I'll keep making them. Yeah, totally. It was very cool of Kev and Colin over at Devo to hit up some people in the community to make the slips for their release. I thought that was really cool of them. No, I don't. I just do it all by hand, man. Although that would be nice. Yeah, I made all 50 of those by hand. Just marking out my cuts with a ruler and doing a nice utility cut. I used my hedgehog, my QSB hedgehog, to do every single cut on all those leather slips for the nip slip. In fact, I use the hog for all my leather work always. Not this specific one. I have another hedgehog out there in the garage. That's my leather knife. It's just really, really good at utility cutting. It's so thin at the tip right here, but there's still like mass but right behind it, so you can like push down really hard. And it's the best leather cutting knife that I've found. So that's a good idea, man. I think I might do that. What's up, Grayer? Pocket stuff. What's up, dude? Any exo slip? Yeah, hit me up. I could do that. I kind of been getting out of making so many slips. So I've been working on these strops so much, but I still get orders here and there. So I've been carrying my Rosie a lot. For a while, I would only carry this on the weekends, not at work. And then maybe like a year ago, I started carrying it to work sometimes. And then 6 months ago, I started carrying this to work every Friday. Be like my end of the week, really nice knife carry day to work. And then I started carrying it every day. Because what happened was, it was a Friday. I was carrying the Rosie. I had it on my lap sitting in my truck, and I got out of my truck. It fell right on the concrete, clattered on the concrete. The blade flew up, and I was like, oh my God. I picked it up, and I looked at it, and there was nothing. There was nothing. It was like it had never happened. Because this it has a really nice, like a deep stonewash over everything. It just, whatever scratches it got were completely hidden. So then I thought, you know what? I'm going to carry this way more often now because I love it. It's my favorite knife. And it can take a beating. So I've been absolutely loving it, man. This is such a good knife. Best reverse flick in the game. What about you guys? Is there a knife that you were keeping safe for a while, and then after some time ended up carrying and using it? What's up, Roger? Fellow Rosie lover. He just started carrying a Rosie too. He has a user Rosie now also. How's that going, Roger? I think I'm falling more in love with it. As crazy as that sounds. Oh, did he? Probably because they're not selling, man. He's had those on their website. He's had those on his website years. They're not selling. So that's probably why. I've tried a bear. It was okay. Walk and talk left something to be desired. It was nice and thin, definitely was. The Rockwall also, I can't get behind that thing. I've tried a few, and just doesn't do it for me. What's up, Tear? I just filmed the unboxing of your design. It'll be out this week. I like it, man. Good job. One safe queen, a customized factor. Nice. Pristine Delica. You like the Rockwell? Yeah, I mean, some people like it. Some people like them. Just personal preference thing. There's nothing like inherently wrong with it. Yeah, me too. Me too. I don't have any knife that I've never used. Even my Rask, I still carry on the weekends. Yeah, you know, I really don't carry budget knives anymore. Very rarely. Uh, that's not to say that there aren't good budget knives out there. There's a lot of great budget knives. But when you have like, okay, when it's the morning and you're getting ready to go to work and you're looking at your knife collection, wondering which knife you're going to carry for that day, and you have a Rosie and you have a Rat, which one are you going to grab? Or you have maybe a better example. You have a Spyderco Little Native or a Spyderco Native 5 in Maximet, and you have a Petrified Fish Mini Beluga in D2. Which one are you going to grab? You know what I mean? That's not to say that the Mini Beluga is a bad knife. It's a great, really great knife, actually. Really good. But, you know what I mean? So, I know. Me too, man. Me too. Nightshade. Nice, man. Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, exactly. Oh, sick. Nice. Maximet Endura. Maximet's so sweet. I love it. Love this stuff. Also, the amount of budget knives that are out these days is just unfathomable. There's just so many. All these companies are just shitting out budget knives. And it's hard to keep up. And I just don't have very much interest in a lot of those, you know? And my channel would probably do better, probably get more views if I did more like new releases type thing. Budget, you know, new budget knives coming onto the market. Um, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I would rather get less views and make videos about things that I want to make videos about. Knives that I'm actually really excited about. You know, I don't have a YouTube channel to make money. That's a happy bonus. Um, but I want to make videos on knives that I'm really excited to make videos on. So that's why. I know most channels do that. They're more like businesses than, I don't know, enthusiast channels. Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah, I think in the long run it'll be beneficial. You know, right now I'm getting less views. You know, growing slower maybe. Um, and if that never changes, then I'm fine. I'm fine with it. For me, compadre is the perfect size. If you have big hands, big hands, you might like the Padre more. It's really just a hand size thing because they're the exact same knife. Um, for me, the compadre is the perfect size. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. I know, man. That's kind of that's a sign. That's a sign of a channel that is more about advertising knives than about the hobby. Is when you get a lot of views on your videos, but when you do live streams, you get very, very few people there that are actually in with you, that want to hear you talk about knives and just mess around, as opposed to watching a video because it popped up on your feed, you know. Yeah, totally. And almost all these channels are getting those budget knives for free. And I don't know. Can you imagine how many knives some of these guys must have just sitting around? I mean, piles and piles of them. We knives has do they? I like some Wee knives. There's some good ones for sure. Let's see if we can see any new arrivals. Okay. I don't like the look of this one. That looks weird to me. The Ferris. The Ezinta. Huh. Definitely some big old holes in there. Huge. This thing's pretty neat. I kind of wanted this one for a while. That's a cool looking knife, man. Very futuristic looking. That's pretty rad. $415. Oof. The Nefaris is great. Yeah, I kind of miss mine. Look, I'm just talking about some of these channels that review a lot of budget knives that they get for free. They must have just a shit ton of them. Yeah, I know, man. I've really been turned off to like you said, $200, $300, $350 Chinese made knives. I've been really turned off on them. There's just so many that they don't feel. There's nothing special about them. They're just like another thing that they threw together to see if it sticks. Just throwing shit at the wall. I know. I can think of one channel in particular that, at least to me, has very apparent manufactured excitement about these budget knives that he reviews. It's so fake sounding. He's trying to like hype up, get people hyped for this knife, and oh man, I almost feel embarrassed for him. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't doubt it. And they're just sitting there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just tired of it, man. Like, for example, like Kubi coming out with another titanium frame lock for like $150. It's like, I don't, there's just nothing enticing at all. At all. Like this thing, for example. $200. You can get a titanium frame lock in S35VN. Just so bland. Nothing special about this. Here's a super ugly knife. Ugh. Now we're just talking shit. The blackout. Yeah, I don't mind that design as much, but yeah, wouldn't buy it, that's for sure. Yeah, get a compadre. And yeah, there are exceptions. The compadre is a Chinese-made titanium frame lock. So there are exceptions, you know. There definitely are, but they're very few and far between. And I almost view Kunwu as like its own thing, like separate from other Chinese makers. Don't they seem like almost different somehow? You know, maybe because they're kind of their own entity, closed off from all these other Chinese manufacturers. You know, Kubi. Who knows who makes Kubi knives? Do Kubi make Kubi knives, or is it some other Chinese manufacturer that makes their knives for them? Nobody knows. And that's the same with a lot of those over there. But Kunwu, they make all their own stuff. They're this closed off entity that you know they're making their stuff, which is cool. Yeah, that is true. Very true. Yeah. Yeah, man. I there are very few channels I can still watch these days. Very few. Maybe two. Yeah, I don't yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. Yeah, who knows what goes on over there? Brian wants to talk some shit. I'm down, man. I'm down. Kubi has made knives for others, so I guess they do the OEM work. Did they, though? Or did they get the contract and then they passed it off to somebody else? I don't know. I know, man. I know. I'm just getting burnt out on knife videos, I guess, which is ironic because I make knife videos. But I don't know. I try not to like. I try to have my reviews be really raw and just like genuine, you know. And sure, I catch myself using like words that are common in the knife community, you know. Everyone does. But yeah, there's certain words and phrases that kind of catch on in knife reviewers circles, and they use a lot, like robust tip. That one cracks me up. If you ever hear me say that, I'm doing it jokingly. It's got a really robust tip. And yeah, people saying that certain knives are the best. The best. That always annoys me too. This is you see a thumbnail. This is the best titanium frame lock ever made. How much you want to bet that's not true? And these thumbnails with the I mean, we could just talk about it. Neves, Jared, what are you doing with those thumbnails, man? Nobody wants to see your face making some kind of like surprised or angry expression. Or he's crossing his arms, like puffing out his biceps. Let's look. He's got a few. He's got a few different poses. He's got the crossed arms. He's got the pointing and like surprised look, like oh. And he's got the confused look. What is? Oh my god, this is so interesting. I wonder. That kind of thing. Here's another crossed arms one. Here's another pointing one, but now he's smiling. Oh, this is new. What is he doing there? He's like trying to grab some titties or something? I don't know. Here's another pointing and confused look. A couple more crossed arms. Another pointing and excited look. Ew, a disgusted face. Those are my favorite. Ew. Ew. This knife is ew. Here's another confused. Pointing excited. Pointing excited. Pointing excited. Oh, he's tearing his hair out. He's mad. I hate how great this is. Oh my god, I just can't. I can't with that. Full size Arius and Lamia. I think design wise, I like the Lamia better, but Koenig has the better fit and finish. Yeah, I get it. I mean, yeah, to some extent, yeah. Your thumbnails need to be good, and they need to make people want to click on them. But yeah, exactly. You need to follow through with whatever the thumbnail is getting at. Whatever it's like trying to bait you into clicking the video for. It needs to follow through on that. Definitely. Oh yeah, no, I know. I'm not like faulting him for, making his money, but it's just something I would never ever do. So it's just kind of, I don't know. It's funny to me, and it's so opposite what I would ever do. That I would ever do. It's kind of just interesting. Yeah, you're very right. He definitely had a photo shoot day. Underwhelmed. Honestly, I was too. You know, after hearing all the hype around the knife, you know, people have been saying it's the best knife ever for years and years. And so in my head, I was expecting to be just like my hair blown back, like, oh my God, this is insane. And it was really good, really good. But it wasn't like, holy shit. What's up, Jesse? Overall, I like the mini areas better. Yeah. Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, it's like corny thumbnails are when someone begins doing that, they've taken a step in the direction of yeah, you've given away some of your dignity. That is yeah, you said it well. You said it well. Yeah. Yep. The Lamy is a great design. The first time I tried one, I was kind of surprised that the pivot didn't feel more smooth. I know they break in and everything, and I've actually seen videos of some pretty smooth ones. The one I tried was not very smooth. But yeah, Koenig's everything about a Koenig is just done really well. Their detents are really snappy, very smooth. And Mamba, I know I've wanted one for a pretty long time now. I will eventually have one. My knife budget, guys, is like gone. I'm not going to be able to buy a knife for a while. So I'm kind of just relying on getting sent things from you guys. You know, loaners, and then companies sending me stuff to look at. Doing what you want is all about dignity. It's you know, doing what you want, what you think is fun, despite what other people think, and not caring what anyone thinks. That's where it's at. You know, that's a good idea, is putting up a list of knives I want to check out and then posting it and seeing if any of the viewers out there might want to send me one. I've thought about doing that, and you just reminded me. I'm gonna have to do that. I can't think of many off the top of my head right now. I have to make a list. The Imamba's on there. I tried one briefly at the show, but I'd like more time with one. Yes, I partly agree with that. CRK action and SBK action is completely different. CRKs are very smooth, in the pivot. They're just tight. SPKs are rough. It felt like rough in the pivot, like almost like kind of gritty-ish, like just not smooth, if that makes any sense. CRKs are super smooth. You know, having smooth action and having drop shot action, at least in my mind, they're two different things. But yeah, I mean, the performance of the tool, prioritizing that over the action, I think is always the better way to go. But usually you can do both. You know, it's possible to do both. To have both things. All right. We're at an hour. Should we end it? Does anyone have any other things they want to talk about? Questions, comments? Paul's ready to go. I've been carrying the Bulldog ever since I got it. I have some thoughts, and I'm going to do a review in probably like 5 or 6 days after I do the cut tests, after it's been in my pocket for a little while. Interesting news. The Shadow is being retired, apparently. This is meant to kind of replace the Shadow for now until the Shadow V2 comes. The Shadow V2 is a thing. I think the Shadow is better than the Bulldog. I like the Shadow better than this. But you know, it is similar. They both have the crossbar locks. They're both G10. You know, that's kind of where the similarities end. Honestly, it's more like the Neutron 2. In fact, it's very similar to the Neutron 2. Very similar. Even the handle shape and the blade shape. I was kind of almost surprised to see that. So, anyways, review coming and cut test coming. This is one of the sharpest factory edges I've ever felt. It's absolutely bonkers. It was literally shaving hair right out of the box. Crazy. All right. Have a great weekend, guys. I love you. See you soon.